What's up, boys? I'm here with kind of an emergency guide. I've gotten a lot of requests about this. You guys may have suffered from this yourself. A lot of you have been losing to the parting blink Allin. Every pro that seems to be doing on the ladder, everyone says they're losing to it. So I'm gonna be giving you guys some tips on how to defend it. Gonna show you guys how I defended it myself in one of my ladder games just now against DNS. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of how to scout this build and how to react against it. Of course, a lot of it will come down to your crisis management still, but I'm gonna try to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So first of all, I'm gonna do a build that's well suited to defend it from the start. So if your ladder is filled with parting blink Allins, then you can be doing this build as well. We're just gonna be going for a standard barracks gas expand. And then I'm going to be going into Banshee tank later on. So I'll just walk you guys through the build. Of course, it's really simple. Barracks 16, gas 16. And we just go for a Reaper expand. I'm not going to SCV scout, but I am going to make a safety bunker. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to show you guys, in my opinion, the best way to do it. If you guys don't know where this is coming from, Parting beat Maru, I believe, 1 or 2 weeks ago in GSL quarterfinals by just spamming this blink Allin, and ever since then, yeah, it's been crazy. Tournaments, I see it everywhere. My Twitch chat complains to me. My YouTube viewers complain to me, and of course, that's the level of service we provide here. I can't have you guys lose MMR all the time. So here we go. CC goes down, Reaper expand. Gonna go for the depot. Then, just like in the TVP guide I made earlier, you're going to use the depot SCV to make the bunker. All very simple stuff. We're going to go Reaper into Marine. Reaper goes to Scout instantly. Now, this game, I'm going to make a Hellion instead of a Mine Drop. This is a similar build to the one in my TVP guide, but a little bit different. This is a no Mine Drop straight into Tank Banshee. It's just very safe. It's an early Scout. There's the bunker. Or Depot SCV, Marine into Reactor. Then this Reaper at the start doesn't see very much. Of course, it's in your best interest to keep it alive. I kind of feel like you need this Reaper to scout later, even if you go for a Hellion, just if you want to be sure. Now, one thing I have to say is that this build actually doesn't seem that tough to scout. And in just a few moments, I'm going to show you why. Now, here you go, Reaper stays alive. All good. Actually, I think I throw this Reaper away for nothing in a bit. And once again, I kind of like to make guides where I make mistakes, because I want you guys to show, I want to show you guys what is the good response on paper, you know? I don't just want me playing the mechanically perfect game and that's why I'm winning. I want to show you guys what's a good response on paper that you can copy, and show you that even if I make mistakes, that it's still very doable. So here we go. We go for that Hellion first. Hellion into Tech Lab instantly. Don't forget that. Hellion into Tech Lab. Don't try to make a mine first or anything like that. Now, here we go. This is the main point in recognizing this build, is that the Robo is super early with this build. This Robo is before the blink and before the gateways. And what this means is not just that you will see an early Robo, but this also means that in most of the games, they will build the Robo at the front, because they need to wall off and they won't have gateways to wall off. So in almost every time I see this build, the Robo is going to be at the front, and it's also going to be very early, around 3 minutes. I feel like it should be even faster. I think it's like 250 or 255 normally. He built it a bit later at like 3.5. But it's a very, very early Robo. So that's the first point in which you start becoming suspicious. Now, like I said, I throw the Reaper here. But normally what you do is, even if they have wall off, you can use the Reaper grenade, go in with the Hellion, or just walk in with the Hellion if they don't have a wall. That's what's going to happen this game. Now you can see what I'm going to scout there. I'm going to see the fast Robo. I'm going to see a probe ready to throw down more gates. And at this point, I'm pretty sure it is the blink build already. Now, look at this. Just to rewind real quick, to make sure you guys don't mess up on the build order. You make the Tech Lab, and then you actually switch the starport on it first. I feel like if you want to be super, super safe, you could make a tank first, but I feel like this is not good against anything else. That's just, yeah, being overly safe really. So you're gonna get this going first, Banshee with Cloak, and then you're gonna get a tank afterwards on that tech lab. Now, because I was really suspicious, I'm gonna send another SCV to confirm that the third is not there. Remember, this is just a 4-gate build. It's not like they're gonna make 7 gates or anything crazy. It's just 4 gateways. So I'm gonna send another SCV just to make sure the third is not there. And yeah, I'll be able to make bunker stuff in time. This attack hits at about 5 minutes, 5 to 5:10-ish, I think. So keep that in mind. My response to this is to make a second bunker at the front. How you usually lose those kind of games is either they blink on your tank, wherever it may be, or they blink on the bunker. So you can already minimize that by so much just by building a second bunker next to it. And it's not that expensive, as you can know. You can salvage it afterwards. So you need to start that bunker at around 4:30. Bunkers actually take pretty long to build. Don't underestimate that. They take 30 seconds to build. So if the attack hits at 5 minutes, you actually need to get your bunker going by 4:30. Then I like to keep the tank in the main. Like that. I think ideally you position it like next to the building so you can shoot far. You need to position it around here, I would say, else they can blink up here and shoot your add-ons. Not too far down, just right here in this area would be really nice. Now remember what I said. The attack hits at 5 minutes. So at around 5 minutes you want to be like here he showed himself on accident. But around 5 minutes you want to be careful. Sometimes I send an SCV forward just so you can see the movement around here. And another thing very important to add is look at my building positioning in this game. Be very careful to not put your buildings here. It happens automatically in my games too, trust me. But pay attention to it. The further away from the cliff the better. Like if, I don't know, if my starport was here, either my tank would be all the way forward or it would still be back and they would be able to cancel cloak or stim, whatever you're building, you know. So always buildings to the left. That's also why my barracks are here. Normally, obviously, you build your barracks here or here. But here I need the space for the tanks. And here they will just get picked up by stalkers if they blink in. So that's why I'm building the barracks here. Pay a lot of attention to your building positioning. It's very important. Now, as you can see, I have the second bunker. I'm actually playing super safe. I saw the stalkers coming. I instantly pulled my SCVs. That's probably what you should do as well. Obviously, a bit safer with the second bunker. Now, Banshees are going to come in. I'm just going to keep warping siege tanks. Get that eBay going, plus third gas. I think in this case, you don't really want to go for a third CC too fast. Normally, I really like to go third CC before 3x. But if you play against a blink on it like this, there's a moment where you actually want to move out and be able to take some space. And for that, you're going to have to want some Marauders. You're going to have to want get your stim going and stuff. So against this, I would definitely recommend to follow with 3 barracks instead of the usual third CC. Now, how he blinks in. Very important is that, listen, we have a good setup. His eco is not great. He doesn't have forages. He doesn't have a fourth, or he doesn't. Really, this is a 4th gas build? I think normally this is only a 3 gas build. This may have been a mistake. Don't quote me on that. I think it's a mistake. But no third nexus, no forages, no robo base, no charge, nothing. This is very Allin. So don't unsiege all of your tanks and get closer to this. Just take it very slow. If you have to lose some gas SCVs, so be it, you know. Just don't throw away your tanks for free. If he blinks on your tank and you get a trade for it, you kill some stalkers, then it's okay. But really avoid at all costs the situation where you unsiege both of your tanks and you walk forward and you lose one for free. Here he blinks on one, takes a lot of shots for it, it's gonna take a lot of damage. This was already a good trade for him, I would say. Like, even that was as good as it pretty much could be. Like, as you can see here, this is perfect what you want it to be. I siege the tank in range, I siege another one here, and he blinks and he takes way too much damage on the stalker. Like, this is, I took it slow, I lost a gas for it and some SCVs, but this is perfectly fine. That's how you want to do it, just take it slow. Give up your SCVs if you have to. Don't hurry too much. Now, this is a bit questionable, I have to say for myself. I thought I smashed it so hard that I transitioned instantly. If you're not sure about it, just make another tank. You really don't have to take it that fast. I like to just get the game going. But if you're not completely sure about your defense, just make another tank and make the tech lab on your third barracks by itself. Like, it's really no big deal. Also, once again, like I said, I don't think this 4th gas is supposed to be here. But if you see 4 gas, it's also better to make tanks because they're most likely going to go for Colossi or something like this. If it's just 3 gas, too many tanks is not that great. So then you try to not make that many siege tanks. Like having 3 tanks, I think it's a good number. In this case, since I was in such a good spot, I barely lost any eco, I think. How many did I lose? Two SCVs only. Then, yeah, you can definitely play it safe. Like, you don't have to worry about being economically behind because you play too safe. But, yeah, don't try to get caught up. If the attack is over, it's over, right? Now he's actually going to keep going for it. And, like I said before, this is a mistake by me. Like I said, you can take it slow. I was a bit overconfident here. Like I'm in such a good spot with my defense. My defense honestly has been really good here. So I got a bit overconfident and move out. But keep trying to take it slow. Like I should have just brought my tank. And I honestly wouldn't have lost any units. Now I'm going to lose my bio units. Obviously, it's still not enough to put him in a good spot. I have such a good infrastructure. He has no upgrades. His turret is not even halfway done, etc. I still have a backup tank, I believe. Oh, it's actually my last tank. Okay, I do have 3 marines left, but I have 5 barracks. I have my upgrades going. I think I may even have a second eBay. I'm not sure about it, but as you can see in the supply, I'm in a very good spot. Economically, I'm so far ahead. My third is almost done as well. If you're 7 workers up against a Protoss, that's when you know you're in a really good spot. So even if it looks annoying, because trust me, even for me, it looks annoying, I'm in a super good spot here. And that's basically the defense, guys. Mostly just the scouting, get the scouting done. Look at the things I scouted this game. Get your second bunker, and just don't give away your tanks. Even if they make a good move, imagine they kill your bunker, that's probably the worst case. Imagine they start killing a barracks that you misplaced. Just don't throw away your tanks. Take it slow and take control. Because remember, you're ahead economically and in upgrades. And even in tech with the starport and multi-rack stim coming up, you know. That's the most important part. Now, I know that a bunch of you have been losing to the follow-up. So I don't think I'm going to pause the game anymore here. But I'm still going to play it out. Because I feel like a lot of you kind of hold the Allin, but then still lose in the follow-up. So I'm just going to show you guys how I'm going to win this game in the end. Now, like I said, because he took 4 gases, he's actually going to go for a Colossi. I didn't scout it for a while, but I kind of thought of it. So yeah, now we're going to take my third. We got my double upgrades going. Since I have a lot of mines, I'm going to drop those soon. And you see, right now, it's pretty straightforward. Like, he doesn't have anything that can threaten us. We have so many units with stim. You just get your third saturated, you get your double upgrades going. You can see on the supply that I'm in a great spot. Remember, that is his first forge. I just pointed at the screen. That is his first forge. It's just going to finish. And we have our armory started to get ready for our 2-2. We already have 1 upgrade. That's in how good of a spot we are. Now, ideally, you would scan around this time. Not there. I mean, that's very coincidental. You scan his base around this time when you land your third, because I should have known it was Colossus a bit earlier. In that case, you add a second starport. Now I find it a bit later. Now, what I'm going to do here is actually important, but you have to be careful with it. You don't want the Protoss to tech up too fast. Now this is funny actually. I killed this observer, so he didn't know where my army was. So one marauder scared him away. But yeah, as I was saying, it's very important to actually pressure the Protoss. But as a follow-up to this, they have a good army. They just have low upgrades and low tech. So in this case, I really just want to pressure him and make him warp in more units rather than commit. Like, this is not a fight that I really want to take. So I was planning to just distract him and go in with the mine drop. He actually reacted super fast here, so I don't know how much I killed. I don't think I looked at them too much. And in my opinion, the best way to finish a game where you're ahead is to attack with that 2-2 timing. You're gonna be like 3 upgrades ahead. You can even add Ghost. This game, honestly, I kind of felt like he was going for a timing. He didn't end up doing it, but I was expecting a timing. That's why I didn't add a Ghost Academy. But normally, You hit that 2-2 timing, you get your second starport against the Colossus, you make Vikings Ghost, and they won't be able to do anything against it. In this game, I even win without the Ghost. And yeah, as you can see, it lines up very nicely. One thing you want to be careful of is that you don't want too many Marines. As you can see, I just have too many Marines here. It's like 40. 39 Marines, that's a bit too many. As you can see against... Why, this one doesn't have an add-on. Maybe it was killed or something, I'm not sure. But against Colossi, I like to play 4 attack labs, just so you don't have too many Marines. Marines just... They don't add too much against Colossus, so they clump a lot and they die very fast. So they're good against the Zealots, but you definitely don't want this many. So I'm gonna send out a double drop of all Marines. Just so my army composition is a bit better, you know. And then we're gonna get some Vikings going. Like I said, normally this is when you would start 3 Ghosts. It would line up with your 2-2. And you'd be able to do a 2-2 attack with Vikings and Ghost. This game it's gonna be without Ghost. I was kind of expecting a timing that never came. And then that's gonna be our death push. I feel like this is in general, this is a really strong timing Terran has. Whenever I'm ahead, I always try to hit that 2-2 timing with the Vikings. If it's against Colossus, at least. If it's against Templar, Zealots, then I prefer to not really hit a timing, but just attack a lot and drop a lot with mines and things like that. But against Colossus, this is the timing that usually wins the game. F2 the medevac there. Classic Thermi mistake. Yeah, this is how you set it up. You do some drops, just to make your unit composition a bit better. You know, right now since I have 16 Marines dropped, there's 31 Marines, 18 Marauders. That's a pretty good ratio. I wouldn't mind even more Marauders, but it's a pretty good ratio. And then I have 16 Marines in total in the drops on the side to distract. Marines also kill mineral lines very fast, so if they don't notice it for even a few seconds, you can kill a ton of probes. And don't forget, if you're dropping with better upgrades, it's actually hard to clean up. Like, he's gonna be warping +1 Zealots. But I didn't look at this trade before. But look at these +1 Zealots against 2-2 Marines. That's 5 Marines, 5 Zealots dead for 2 Marines. Then let me scroll back a little bit. I just wanted to show you guys how good drops are when you're ahead in upgrades. And this is what I was talking about. Normally you have 3 ghosts with this if you do the timing. But even without the ghost, it's going to be pretty easy. The upgrade advantage that's used. I even tank a complete disruptor shot. Look at this. My mind was just completely AFK. And still, it's not going to be close in the end. Just the 16 Marines with the 2-2. They're just so hard to clean up. Or behind the upgrades need to warp so many units. At the front it's an easy win, even while losing 500 units to the disruptor. And that's gonna be it, boys. That 2-2 time is gonna clear it up. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this guide, and I definitely hope you guys are gonna stop losing to the Allin. From what it sounded like in my Twitch chat, you guys are getting tortured. So yeah, I really hope I was able to give some relief to that. Let me know if it works out. And let me know what other topics you want for guides, lessons, whatever. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And turn on the notifications. That's the first time I remembered to say that. Adios, boys.